Today, I'm going to be setting up a brand new journal that is way overdue. No, it's not a grimoire. It is a home journal. Stay tuned to find out exactly what I mean by home journal, and then let's do some brainstorming. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are here for the first time, my name is Tracy, and I have a lot of creative journals, but it's about time that I start creating some functional ones that I really need, such as a home journal. Now, I don't really know what else to call this, but when I speak about home journal, because that can have several different meanings, I am talking about one place that houses all of the pertinent information regarding things to do with my home. So even though I am a planner and you would think that I'm really good at keeping track of things, I don't like to do home maintenance and home renovation projects myself. Yeah, I don't like to do them myself is what I should say. So like if it involves painting or something like that, it is a chore. And because it is a chore, I just want to get it done and I'm not thinking about anything but getting it over with. And the reason why I bring that up is I've realized that I don't write down the paint colors that I've used in certain rooms in my house. Now, I mean, that's to say that if I ever need to buy that paint color again, it may not exist if, Home Depot has changed the brands that they use or what have you. But it would be nice if I would have done that previously. So I did dig through my closet to try to find some paint colors. I did find some. What I used to paint that with, I have no idea. But we're going to keep track of that in here. I also want to keep track of the appliances that I have. I did like a complete kitchen overhaul in 2020. So I know I can write like this is when I, got the kitchen and got the appliances, what the appliance is, the brand, the make, the model, stuff like that. If I have any repairs, I'll put that in here. Fortunately, this is not wood, but you get the gist. I haven't had to write anything like that, but I want to have notes on here about that. Also want to take it beyond stuff like that. Mulch. I'm always talking about mulch. And I mulch my flower beds like every other year because I don't like to do yard work either. But every other year when I go to buy bags of mulch, I'm like, how many bags do I need? And I always go with 50. And that's because they usually are $2 a bag. So I'm like, oh, $100. Yeah, and I always have to go and buy more. And I can tell you right now, I have to buy mulch this year. I have no idea. I have no idea how many bags I need. So I want to start writing that down. I believe there probably will be a lot more stuff in this journal as time goes on. As I think about other things, it might expand to like car stuff and things like that. I do want to say like I have a home binder. Like right here, I got this binder. I don't know what that is. I got this binder when I moved into my house. My real estate agent gave it to me. I think it came from the mortgage company, but it has like these little folders in here that you can keep like receipts and stuff in. I've done that. So that's in here. And I also have a car binder where I put like all of my oil change receipts, all of my inspection stuff and things like that in there. But I just want something a little bit simpler that I can write down a little bit more detailed information and things like that. So that's what we're going to do today. Sorry about the long introduction, but sometimes I over-explain myself, guys. So I have a little notepad here and a pen because this is where we're going to brainstorm. And when I was thinking about what journal to house this, I knew I wanted something compact because I'm not sure if this is going to live in my craft room in my journal area or if I might want to put this maybe like in my living room. I have like a little stand there where I put important stuff. I don't know yet. I got to figure out where this would be best housed, but it does have which grimoire on the binding. So it'll be easier to find. And I was like, oh, grimoire, that's where you keep your spells. So I'll just keep all of my home information in here. Now I have modified or I have decorated this. We're not gonna be decorating anything today, but I added a really pretty piece of decorative paper. By the way, this journal, as well as everything that I used to decorate it, came from Core Korea Crafts. I do have a discount code, by the way. I'm not an affiliate, but they did give me a discount code because they have sent me some things in the past, which I'm very, very appreciative of. I think this was one of the ones they sent me in the past. It is Plans 15. That's plans with a Z, PLANZ 15. That will save you 15% off of your purchase. So yeah, I just put some paper here. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do here. I was like, maybe this will be my title page. So I just put a few stickers. And then I wanted to be creative. This is going to be the extent of my creativity, this and probably the divider pages. But again, these I got from like a subscription box from Core Korea Crafts. I want to do flip outs. So like I cut around one of the pieces of paper. And here I just like, you know, kind of curve the edges. And then this will be my index. So this is where I can write the sections and stuff for quick reference and things like that. So the reason why, obviously, besides I thought it would be kind of humorous to use a grimoire for my home stuff, the paper is really, really pretty, so I don't feel the need to have to decorate it. Yes, this is just a reference journal. I probably could use something like this, but I like stuff with like a binding, like a bound book. I just feel like the longevity of it is a little bit better and things like that. I just feel like the spiral or disc, the pages can get ripped out and stuff like that because I'm not the easiest with my journals. So yeah, I did this divider here, and then I think I did like 15 or 20 pages. And then I did another one. So this might be like appliances. I think I'll do like, this is what it is, and maybe just list it. What I was thinking when it comes to appliances is maybe doing a half page per appliance, because I don't think I need like a full page per appliance. But with that said, I am going to quickly write down the appliances that I'm going to need a capture, because that'll help me kind of map this out. So appliances. All right. That was easy. I have the appliances that everybody else has. Microwave, stove, dishwasher, fridge. Is it air fryer? Washer, dryer. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, there are like my heat pump and hot water tank, but I don't know. Do you really call them appliances? Not really. I'll put them like in another category. They might go in the very back. All right. So what do I want to capture when it comes to my appliances? All right, so what I'm thinking, and let me know down in the comments if you have any other suggestions as far as things that I might want to consider for this, because obviously this isn't like, oh, I'm going to write this in and that's it. I can't add anything else. But I was like, brand, model, the specs, and that will also include any specs for any replacement parts. So like your over-the-range microwave, you need filters, like air filters. Same thing for your refrigerator. You need refrigerator filters and things like that. So that's what I'm talking about for, I mean, like I need specs of the unit itself, but also the replacement parts. Purchase information, that would just be like date and place. Warranty info, because I don't really buy extended warranties and I don't have a home warranty, it's going to be the number of years that that product offers, like a manufacturer warranty. And then repair info, if any. So I just want to allow enough space to kind of jot down repair information. So that's what I'm thinking for appliances. Yes. Okay. Then I also need, we have my hot water heater. And we have my heat pump. I think that's it for major kind of home things. And I think this will need the same thing of this. So it's pretty much the same as appliances. Like I said, I might just like skip a few pages between appliances and then that and put that in that same section though. Okay. And then with the heat pump, I need air filter information. I also need service info. So I might need a whole page for that. Okay. Then some other things that I need. Paint colors. That's what I need and what used for. I have some small paint cans I need to pull out because I know I painted my fireplace probably like 3 or 4 years ago. It was like a knotty pine and I painted it white. Best decision I've ever made. I'm telling you guys, best decision I ever made. Brightened up my living room. I mean, I had a dark blue living room when I moved in, and I've never painted that. And that naughty pine just wasn't doing it. So yeah, paint colors and what use for. Mulch counts. Sheds, home, reno, projects. Now, I have to go through my phone, and I hope I have not deleted these because I was really good about taking photos. But then I get, when my phone gets full, I like maybe delete them. And I had a computer crash. So things are deleted from there. Because I would love to have before and after pics. Like I know I had some, I know I took some for my kitchen. Do I still have them? I don't know. But before and after pics. Oh, I also got a countertop. Well, that would be the kitchen. So I want before and after pics. Info as far as purchase info. Contractor info. Materials. Cost. Okay. I think that's enough to get started. I don't have to fill out this whole book. It's one of the things that I want to go ahead and do this. So as I come up with ideas, I can go ahead and have a place for this. Like I said, I prefer doing this in a bound book just because this is going to last so long. And this is going to be something that I feel like is going to be super useful for years and years to come. With that said, a few years ago, I did also create like a reference binder here, but this has nothing to do with the home. It has like birthdays in it and things like that. It's stuff that would usually go in my planner, but I don't want to keep recreating those pages year for year, so I just put them in here. So that's another type of thing that I have, but you can always do something like this on disc. It's just for me, the disc, like this is a junior size, is a little bit more bulky than this. And like I said, I could put this in my living room, like on one of my stands that I have like photo books and stuff like that, just so that way it is easier to kind of grab. All right. So as far as appliances, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be having more appliances. I think this is pretty much what you have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could do like over the range, stove or range, dishwasher, fridge. Then I could just have small appliances here, small kitchen appliances. Then I could probably go here. Or I could probably just do washer dryer here. And then I can like skip several pages. And then here is where I could do like hot water heater. I don't know. I kind of feel like hot water heater can probably go with the washer dryer area. So I might put that up there. But I do want my own section for the heat pump. So I think I'm going to do the heat pump here. So that way I have 4 pages to go for. So all I'm going to do, guys, this setup's going to be like not exciting, but I wanted to film it because sometimes when I come up with an idea for doing something, it may spark an idea for you guys. So it's not about the creativity, it's about the functionality here, but it's just me telling you what I'm going to do. Not necessarily the setup, but I'm going to take you along for me, with me with the setup because, you never know what we're going to think of. All right, is this a little bit bigger than an A5? I don't know. I guess we'll grab the B. We'll grab the B5. Which I always recommend if you want one of the stencils. This is from Archer and Olive. I also have a discount code for Archer and Olive. It's AGWP. They have stencils. I think they go in and out of stock because they're very popular. Always go for the larger one, even if you don't have a larger journal, because you can use them for your smaller journals as well. Just like the Happy Planner Punch. I always say buy the large, even if you're only like a classic size person, because you never know when you're going to need to punch something a little bit bigger. That sounded very violent. All right. All right. So this is like 41.5 I probably should just say, yes, I'm adding boxes and drawing these lines. Yeah. If I run out of space on these pages and I have to go to this page, it's probably just going to go in list format. Y'all know how it is. During the initial setup, everything's always fancy. And then when you have to add things to it throughout the years, at that point, you're just like, eh. It looks fine. I just can write it all down. Okay. So I think that's it. Microwave, dishwasher, hot water heater. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 6 pages. And then we come into the heat pump. Now I might flag these. Like I definitely want to put some labels on here, but I might also flag them. I glue tape these down, or I tape runner these down, and some of it's out. Okay, now this I haven't done anything with. So I'm thinking this is going to be, maybe we'll call this section like home decor. Because I want all my reference stuff up front, and this is kind of like this. So maybe I'll call this like home decor. So this is where now we're going to say home. This is where we do paint, blinds / window treatment. Okay. So we have paint. We have window treatments. I mainly have like faux wood blinds, but I like to keep kind of like the specs and stuff. So basically I want my window specs in here. So basically I'll put window size plus cover size. That means my window covers. All right. Furniture purchase info. I'm not sure what that's going to entail because I purchased a lot of furniture. Like, is it going to include my craft desk? I don't know. Right now I'm thinking like sofas, kitchen tables, bedroom suits, stuff like that is kind of what I'm thinking. I'll probably have this in its own section. That'll just be a running list. Because again, I think for this, it's going to be purchase info, specs, because I think the size is important, and other brand and stuff. So I guess I can say brand, when and where. And I want a notes section as well, I think, because I think there may be miscellaneous things there. Okay, so we'll make this the home decor section just because I feel like a lot of this information is also going to be used frequently. Now, as far as paint goes, I can probably start filling that out. I want to go ahead and fill that out now so you'll see what I'm thinking. Actually, I don't really know what I'm thinking, so we'll figure it out together. Now how do I want to do this? Because what I'm thinking is I will like write the rooms of the house and then list the paint choices. Because, you know, I might change the paint color. I'm thinking that might be the best way to do it for quick reference. Just like a list format. I'm just thinking like, again, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking 15 years from now, I'm still going to be referring to this. Hopefully. Never know. That's the hope right now. That is the hope right now. If I can't remember this stuff now, I'm definitely going to need something like this for 15 years from now where my memory is probably 10 to 20 times worse than it is now. So I just did the rooms in my house. So kitchen, living room, entry and foyer. I guess entry, foyer, and hall. That's what I guess that should have been entry and hall, but whatever. Master bedroom, bathrooms, because I can just write bathroom 1, bathroom 2, office, gym, and exterior. So I'm going to go ahead and write down the paint that I found. So yeah. All right, I'm going to leave 2 pages open. Then comes to my windows. I think I have 3 different size windows. So kitchen, I have bay windows, so those are different sizes. And then my bathroom is a small one. I think all of the other ones are the same. So that's the living room and the bedrooms. Okay. So I also have some faux wood blinds on one of my French doors, so I'm going to need a place for that too, but we'll figure that out in a moment. All right. So for this one, I guess we'll do the same thing. Okay. So that's for that. Now I'm going to leave a blank page. And then we're just going to say furniture, and then we're going to call it done. This section, I think I'll leave some more space. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we want to start a new section here. So this one, this is where I'm going to say yard. All right, so for my yard, like I said, we're going to do structures, which is a large shed, small shed, blank, blank, lawn and garden, a page for lawn, flower bed, mulch treatment, so I can just kind of put like how much I need, how often I do it, plants, shrubs, and then we want to leave a decent amount, I think. I don't really do a lot of outdoor yard work, but I feel like when I do, that's the stuff I probably really need to keep track of. And this is a pretty big journal, so I'm okay with leaving that much space in it. And if I run out of space, I'll have pages in the back. I'm not that concerned. All right, the final section I think that I'm gonna do in here, because if I'm limiting this to my actual home, where did I just do with all of those Post-its? Did I put them back thinking I was being like great? I did. You can't find them when you put them back in the right spot. Okay, and then this is going to be my home projects. Now, I'm not going to do this here because I need to like figure out what I have and things like that, but I'm going to map it out real quick. So for home projects, we'll do tree removals. I probably don't have pictures of that. We'll see if I do or not. Do 2 pages of that. Then I did a kitchen reno. We'll do 2 pages of that. That was 20 and 20. Then I did windows plus French door. I'm not doing like, oh, new heat pump or anything like that. This is more like aesthetic, like big home projects with like, that requires like decor and things like that. So that's what I'm gonna do there. I don't know how many pages I'm gonna do because I'm gonna try to start at the beginning and maybe put pictures and stuff in. But yeah, that's it, guys. I want to apologize if there was a weird jump in the video, although there's probably been a lot of weird jumps in the video because I like to edit my videos. But I decided that I would take a break from filming, actually fill in some of this journal so you can see what I was talking about when I was trying to verbally explain how I was going to use this. So now you can actually see how I'm going to use it. The only thing I haven't filled out yet is the index, but I know how I'm going to do it. And I just want to give you a quick rundown. Cause like I said, if you were setting yours up, you might want ideas. So the template, I created this. I don't know why I did it like this, but it was before I really knew how I was going to structure this. So basically, I just wanted to be creative and I wanted to play in this journal, and this is what came of it. Obviously, I would do this differently now. However, to make this work, I'm going to write the actual like section title going this way. So I'll just write appliances. And these are going to be the subsections. I'm not going to do page numbers or anything like that. It just gets too much and it's something I'm not going to keep up with and I could care less. But for this, like I would say major appliances, small appliances, heat pump, and then I would have a bracket that shows that those 3 items are the appliances. And then I would do the same exact thing for home decor with like a bracket so you can see these 4 boxes or whatever are for home decor. For my home projects, it's just going to be 1 box. It's not going to be multiples because that's just going to be ongoing forever type thing. So the title page I did not do yet. I might do something fancy with letters or something, and this will just say appliances, and then I'll probably just write the subsections here. Again, major, small appliances, and then heat pump maybe. So this is how I filled it out. I did hide the serial number because I wanted to fill it all out, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I think the serial number is unique to my appliance, so I probably don't want that out in the universe, but I'm sure it's out in the universe somewhere. I think it doesn't matter because my warranty's over with, but I put like the brand and the model number, and then when I purchased it. And then as far as like the microwave, I did put the input and output, like the watts of it, just because I figured it had it on there. That's probably important. I also need to actually measure my microwave because it's a low profile microwave because it was the only thing that would fit. I created an over the range area for that. Previously I only had a range hood, so I probably need to capture that somewhere. And I did the same thing for the refrigerator. I did put the water filter here. I'm not going to show you some of the other ones because I did do my serial numbers there, but I just kind of wanted to show you how simplistic this was going to be. Like I said, it is for me to write things if hopefully nothing happens to my appliances, but if something happens, like repair parts and stuff like that. Maybe if there's a certain company locally that can work on some of these really cheap, I might want to put that there, you know, stuff like that. So then the next section, which I do want to say, look, you can see where the sections are. Because of the gilded edges, you can see where there's not gilded edges. That's where the section is. I'm probably going to add tabs, though, to the sections as well. So this was my home decor section. I believe you all saw all of this. So it was the paint. I just wrote by room and then what I painted. Obviously, I can't remember everything, but it is fine. Realistically, if I was to paint again this far out from the original paint job, I would probably paint it a different color just because, you know, if I'm going to repaint, I'm probably going to want to do something different and fun. So it's probably not that pertinent now. It's more pertinent for like touch-ups or something, but we're getting like a few years out, so it's probably not as big. I don't know if I did this on camera, but another section I'm going to add is lighting and fans. Not for every little light, but there are some like new fans that I got, and knowing me, I'll probably throw away the manual that it came with within the next 5 years because I'll like just be decluttering and be like, why do I need this? Everything's online. Well, that's true, but I need to have what the brand is and stuff so I can find it online. So that's why I put that on there. Yard, I didn't do anything to the yard. So you all saw all of this. Plants and shrubs, that's if I plant new things. I don't think I'm going to backtrack. I might note, like, I got some really good rose bushes, and I've had some really bad ones. So I might know some stuff like that. Home projects, last section to actually flip through. So I did move everything back one because I'm going to do a regular cover page here. And then I think this is just going to be like a list of the home projects because every home project probably is not going to have a page. Just because there's been like little things that I've done, like I couldn't find a before picture of the fireplace. I could take an after picture now, like 2 years later, but I don't think I have a before picture. I have to like look a little bit harder, but there's like little itty bitty projects I still kind of want to capture. So that's why I figured I would do it in like list format. Like my dad has been slowly like fixing like parts of my fence and stuff like that. And eventually, who knows, piece by piece, we might finally like in 10 years have a brand new fence. But yeah. And then I did my kitchen reno. So I just printed this out on vinyl paper, but I wanted a before and after, and then I just listed what I did. I was gonna write the price and stuff, but 5 years ago, I don't know that I care. Maybe I'll try to find it, and then maybe I'll add it if I can find it. but I don't know that I have the prices for that stuff. But yeah, that's that. And then I got windows and doors in May of last year, 2025. And I remember to take a picture of the door. So I have the before, and then I forgot to do the after until I was painting like 5 months after the install. I need to do an after picture of the windows. I have a before, but I don't have an interior before. That's what sucks, because they were wood in the interior. So that would have been cool to have an interior picture. Just had exterior, so you probably can't even tell. But I'm going to do it. And then I'll just kind of list, like I have enough room here to write about the door and stuff like that. So I just wanted to share with you the after, like the after, talking about before and after, but like the after the pen to show you how I was utilizing this and things like that. Like I said, I had this book. I was trying to find a purpose for this particular journal, if I'm being honest. And I thought this was a really cute idea for it. So that's why I use this journal in particular. I would say if you have any journal laying around, maybe even a cheaper one, it's definitely probably, you know, good to do something like this, because you're not really going to be decorating or using fancy pens. Or if you do decorate, it's going to be minimal like I did. So you don't really need something super expensive or high quality. I mean, this will work fine. I just have a preference for bound books, but something like this would also work fine. But again, I'm just trying to give you guys ideas. So that way you're not stuck in a situation like me where you're like, what paint color did I use? Because now I need to buy some touch up. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed it, smash that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, that is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.